So we told you a little bit earlier about a standoff between police and protesters at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Moments ago, a spokesperson from the UMPD gave an update to reporters.
By Kelly Tyrell, from University Communications, I'll provide some nuts and bolts. Don't have a ton of information, but I'll provide what I can, and Kelly and I can both take some questions. Again, real basic right now. We'll do our best to answer questions, but obviously you're all here and you saw things just happen, so we're starting to get and gather information as we can. But what I can tell you is after multiple warnings, both this morning and in recent days, that camping is not allowed or permitted according to campus policy and state law. Our department, UW-PD, and law enforcement agencies began clearing an encampment set up on Library Mall on the UW campus this morning. Shortly before 7 o'clock this morning, our officers arrived at Library Mall and we started issuing a series of warnings to those who were here, asking them to remove their tents and their camping materials. And after about 15 minutes of those constant warnings, our officers issued one final warning, and we notified them that we would begin moving tents and camping equipment, and arrests would happen if protesters turned violent or if they tried to interfere with our efforts. Several people did leave the encampment, many did not, and they encircled a small group of tents that was on Library Mall. At around 7:15, our teams moved in and we started removing the tents that were not encircled. We had help from our law enforcement partners at the City of Madison Police Department, the State Patrol, and the Dane County Sheriff's Office. We removed the tents and camping equipment, and up until that point, everyone remained peaceful and there were no incidents. Our teams eventually engaged with the protesters who were encircling the remaining tents to remove those tents. As our teams pushed forward to try and secure that camping equipment, protesters pushed back, some turned violent, and it resulted in several arrests. At 9 a.m., we have officially demobilized and we've moved the majority of our officers from the scene. At this time, I don't have exact numbers for you, but I can tell you there are at least a dozen arrests. We remain on the scene here to ensure everyone is safe and things remain peaceful. We are not asking protesters to leave. We support their constitutional right to be here, but the main issue we moved in today is because they were in violation of Chapter 18, which does not allow camping or camping equipment on campus property.
Mark, were any professors arrested?
I'm not sure who was arrested. I don't have any information about that.
Were there any people detained and then let go?
I don't have specific information about exactly what happened to those who were arrested.
What are the plans, moving forward the rest of the day into, however long this may be?
We'll be here and we'll be a presence and we'll take that one step at a time, but our plan is to remain here on scene to make sure things are peaceful and safe.
What punishment do the students face?
It all depends on what occurred, and we'll be able to share that information as we learn more about the individuals who were arrested and what they were arrested for.
Mark, can you describe the mood here today on campus?
I will tell you that things got a little tense this morning, and we hoped that it would have been a little more peaceful than it became. But we came here to ensure Chapter 18, the tenting policy, was enforced. And that's what happened this morning. And we are grateful that our protesters are still here and they are exercising their First Amendment right. And we will continue to be here to make sure they are safe and they can safely do so.
To be clear, this is the only activity that we are aware of on campus. The rest of campus continues to operate normally, and campus is a safe place to be.
There was information circling around either yesterday or the day before that Chancellor Mnuchin had told faculty that expulsions and suspensions wouldn't be happening to students that were involved in the protest. Can you confirm or deny that this
We can't
happened?
speak to conversations between the Chancellor and protest
Why was
organizers.
the decision made to mobilize today and not on Monday when there was camping, or on Tuesday? Why now after 3 days?
I can't give you specifics. I can tell you that we finally reached a point where a decision was made that Chapter 18 had to be enforced, and that's what we did this morning.
Who had made that decision?
It was a decision made by campus police. It was a group decision made by administrators here on campus.
What were the primary factors in making that decision?
I can't go into the exact conversations that occurred.
How many officers were called in today?
We're not able to get into detail about the number of officers that were here today.
Mark, if tents go back up, will this just cycle over and over again?
It's hard to speculate, but right now we're here to make sure things remain safe, and that's what we're doing right now.
Is there a level of concern with commencement coming up? This could continue and potentially disrupt spring commencement?
We don't really have any concerns at this point, but again, we don't want to speculate.
How do you think?
Concerns could be on the, what kind of consequences could be on the table for professors? I saw at least one professor detained today.
I can only speak about the legal issues, and that could be anywhere from resisting to assault, whatever occurred. So from a legal perspective, that's what I can speak about. I can't speak about anything from the university or sanctions like that.
So what's next? What's UWPD's next move here?
We will remain here on scene, as we've been for the last few days, to ensure everyone here is safe and they can safely exercise their constitutional right.
What partners responded to the mutual aid response?
Who was involved from a law enforcement standpoint besides UWPD?
Our law enforcement agency led this effort, so this was led by UWPD. We brought in our partners from the City of Madison Police Department, the Dane County Sheriff's Office, and the Wisconsin State Patrol.
Was anyone injured?
I don't have any information about injuries.
There's still one tent remaining. Do UWPD have plans to come in and remove that tent, or will they just watch it?
I don't know what our plans are at this point. So.
Kelly, are you able to speak about any discussions happening between the chancellor and organizers and faculty? Are there discussions happening still?
I know that discussions had been happening up until today. One of the expectations or conversation points that had been discussed was the ability for protesters to remain and exercise their First Amendment rights, but not in violation of Chapter 18. I know the chancellor had expressed, and other campus leaders had expressed to protest organizers that by voluntarily removing tents, there would be opportunity for further discussion. So where that remains today is unclear.
Has the chancellor and administration been in contact with student organizers and faculty, or one or the other?
I can't confirm.
Okay.
Kelly, the chancellor has the authority to authorize an encampment at UW, but didn't do so. Why was that?
I can't speak to that.
We've got time for just a couple more questions, and we've got to get back to work.
What were your arrest numbers again, Mark?
I know at least a dozen. I'm not sure of an exact number at this point, but at least a dozen.
Mark, how much resources have been dedicated to the past couple days as far as UWPD's?
Yeah, I can't get into numbers, but I can tell you we're very thankful for our partnership with the City of Madison Police Department, Dane County Sheriff, and the State Patrol. They've been great partners in assisting us to make sure we have the appropriate number of personnel on site to be here safely.
There was faculty here that said they were going to meet.
All right, so we're pulling away from University of Wisconsin at Madison campus. They had an encampment there earlier, and earlier in the morning, after several warnings, according to the university, the tents were removed from the encampment, but the protest continues. It's their First Amendment right. It's their right to protest, but the university decided that the tents were not allowed. And that's basically it. I think he said a handful of arrests, but he wasn't able to give us an actual number. And compared to some of the other campuses, actually, things look pretty peaceful there in Wisconsin.